Matthew 21. Wow, the power of a spoken word. You know, sometimes a person can speak over your life and just pierce you the minute they say a word. Cuts right to the core. And you wither instantly. Sometimes that word can follow you all the days of your life until it is eliminated. Sometimes it will possess you. It'll actually change your personality. I know. I remember sitting in a church. I was a pianist. Nick and I actually had just been married a short while. Jasta was 6 months old. So I'm 20 years old and I'm sitting here in this church and I invited this very wealthy family over to my little, scrappy little 2-room home. We had a bedroom. Oh, there was a little bathroom, excuse me, there's 3. You know, there's a little 6x6 bathroom. If you could squeeze through the door. We had a bedroom with a little curtain that pulled across, and then we had an open room. And I invited this wealthy family in. Now, mind you, this family was running for senator. And they were very wealthy. In fact, at the time, I didn't measure up quite with that class. But I invited them anyways for a turkey dinner. Big turkey dinner. And as they sat at my table, mind you, God allowed this to happen in my life so I could share it today. As they sat at my table, one of the very elderly people in the family looked at me and said, "Did you know that we don't like you? And did you know that you show off before God? And we're really tired of your zeal and exuberance." Now, mind you, in my lifetime, that has been said to me twice. Both times it pierced me so deep, I could not recover. I'm not a word person. But definitely when the enemy or Satan decides he's going to pick on you, he'll pick on the most vulnerable part, your calling and your ministry, or your looks. Something that's personal to you. Well, I don't really care if you like what I look like or not. Everybody knows, I always got one piece of hair sticking out wrong. Everybody knows my hair just is not the coolest because I've been cutting it myself for years. And I'm a little overweight. And I'm not even wearing any makeup today. I know. I'm not real concerned about my looks. But when you attack the gift within and you cause it to become void, and I remember I just burst into tears and I went and laid down. I didn't have any words to say. I just went and laid down in the bedroom and cried as they continued to talk about me and how bad I was. You're such a show-off before God. He'll never use you. So for 2 months, I got up and eventually they left without the dessert. They left. I didn't come back out to the table. I can still remember the dinner today. And I went back out. But during that time, as I laid there, bitterness creeped into my life. And I thought, you think I'm a show-off, honey? You ain't seen nothing. I have been a vessel before God. From now on, I will not let God use my life. And I made a vow. Then when I went to church, now if you have the DVD called Mistaken Identity, this story is in it. But when I went to church, You never heard such horrible music. Because I was determined the presence of God would not flow through me anymore. And I chopped on that piano. It sounded horrible. You know, before I could play, give thanks with a grateful heart. Now it's, give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. There was no flow, God. Are you kidding? People were like, could you please get the girl off the piano? I knew what they were thinking. One Sunday had passed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Sundays. And I came in on the 8th Sunday. Kind of slammed my way through the door. I was still mad for 2 months. I don't even know how Nick stood me. Grace. And I sat down at the piano. And as I sat, the presence of God filled the room. And I just began to pray. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. There's just something about your name. I didn't play it for anybody there. And all of a sudden, he said, okay, are you going to give me the words? So that your barrenness can have life. And I plucked them from me and I gave it to him. And then I didn't care. I just played with the same passion I always played with. I just worshiped the same way I always worship, and if you're standing in the wrong spot, you're going to get hit in the head. You know, every once in a while you see those women that stretch their arms out.